Hey y'all, hey, welcome to another episode of Truth Carpet with your bestie duo. I am Unique Love here with my best friend.
Monie, y'all already know what it is. What's popping, what's cracking, what it do, what it is.
I was about to say, you still got some. I was about to say, my fault. I didn't know you still had tea in your mouth or water, whatever you were drinking over there.
I'm here.
Yes, we're back with another episode. I'm excited. It's Saturday morning. Well, it's Friday morning when y'all get in this episode. But I feel excited. I feel well rested. I feel blessed to be alive. My nails are done. They were not done when we recorded the other segments for this episode, but they're painted, they're polished, they're not chipped. How are you feeling, Monie? While I sip my tea.
I'm feeling great. I'm feeling wonderful. I feel well rested because yesterday, honey, I was exhausted. I haven't felt that exhausted in a long time. Exhausted to the point where, like, my eyes, like, they felt heavy. Like, it was hard to keep them open. Like, my eyes were red. I was like, nah. My body's saying, lay down. Lay it down, baby. I went to sleep around maybe 6 o'clock. I woke up at 4 a.m. I was exhausted. Dang. It was a really, really, really long week. So, child, I am glad to be well rested and smiling with my melanin popping. Okay, beautiful, beautiful Saturday morning right now.
This week I was excited because I had I don't work from home on a regular. I have to go into the office, and I was able to work from home Tuesday and Wednesday because I have virtual trainings. So I'm like, yes, I get to wake up late, and the bonus was I get to start an hour later because the trainer was on Central Time. So it started at 9 for her, 10 for me. So I'm like, yes, I get to go to the gym in the morning, have a full breakfast, like things that I can't do on a regular. That didn't happen. I mean, I did go to the gym in the morning, but I didn't get as much in. I didn't have the full breakfast or anything that I wanted to. But the energy that I expected to be there for the training and my quote unquote work day was not there. I don't know why. It takes so much energy. It's so hard to sit in front of a screen for a training. But it's hours. It's the whole work day. You're sitting there for hours. Because then it happened to me on Wednesday. I'm like, okay, maybe I'm not sleeping enough. Wednesday, I went into work, had a great morning, great day, everything. This training was from 1 to 5. 1 o'clock, I'm okay. 2:30, I'm like, I can't do this. I'm tired. Even the trainer was like, Unique, I can't get a yes or no because she was asking, how's everybody doing? I'm just sitting there. She's like, Unique. I was like, I'm tired. I'm just trying to push through right now. But yeah, those computer screens sitting in front of them for a long time, and I'm carrying a lot back there. I think I got a big butt, but I don't really.
Oh my gosh.
my back was hurting. I was like, I gotta get up and stretch. I can't sit here for all this time. I need a break. But I wish I had a remote job. I miss having hybrid so that I could, have more of a relaxed day, getting work done. I don't miss that. I will be up even this week. Before 9 o'clock, I'm sending emails. That's the thing that I don't like about working from home because there's no boundary really. But yeah, I miss that full breakfast, full lunch, go to the gym at lunchtime. But yeah, I'm rambling now. I was just thinking about that.
I am not a virtual person. I do not like doing anything online, really. I like human interactions in person. I mean, I guess when it's beneficial and they're like, okay, you can do your training from home. And it's like, okay, cool. But now you want me to interact online. I don't like online interactions. It's weird, especially when they do the breakout room thing and then it's time to go back. But I get it, now at this point, most of the time it's convenience to give people the opportunity to either, be in the office or be online. But one thing I can say, I hope we never go back to schooling online. I think that was one of the weirdest times ever, trying to keep students engaged. As an adult, it's hard for me to stay engaged online. I can only imagine as a child how it feels to try to be engaged from home and still getting the lesson that I need in order for me to graduate. Teaching during that time was very, 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 very hard.
I don't want to imagine. So for the virtual trainings, it's because like I said, the trainer was in Texas, and it's convenient because also remember the time I had training with the people from Australia? And then this time people are upstate Pennsylvania, so it's like that. They get to get everybody in a room. But therapy, telehealth, girl, I had a client where all 3 kids were in the same apartment. They all like not focusing on me. They're like, "Hey, Monie. Hey, Priscilla. Hey." I'm like, "Y'all live together. Can y'all just focus for this 45 minutes?" They're like, "Oh, look what my computer can do." I'm like, "Oh my God."
Oh,
And
they
then
all in
having
the
kids
same
that
house, in the
same
same
house, same virtual screen with me having therapy, trying to, but then they're in their different bedrooms. Like, look at me. I'm like, bruh. So that family, I had to go in person. I hated virtual telehealth for children. Was not for me. Even teenagers. Like, there was a client. I'm talking to the teenager. He's looking off on the side, and I'm like, why he keep looking on the side? He finally turned the camera. His mom froze like that. So his mom was doing stuff on the side. So with telehealth, as a therapist, you have to be able to see everything too, so that you can pick up on body language. And I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I miss in person as well. And some people have 3 kids, 11 kids. So with that, they didn't have the resources to be online. They didn't have the Wi-Fi signal to be able to get the education that they needed, focus in class. You got, all these things happening in the house. And they didn't really learn anything. So they felt the same way too. The same thing that you're saying. Parents felt that. Some of the students felt that. Like, I'm in the 11th grade, but I didn't learn anything last year. I didn't have a prom. I didn't have any of this stuff, whatever. So it sucks, but I hope that never happens again either.
Yeah. I am appreciative of telehealth though in general, like needing something from a doctor, like knowing what I need and it being real specific and not having to go into the doctor like, hey, this is wrong. I just need you to update my prescription. Boom, done. Like that I can appreciate. Precise, to the point, get it done.
Boom, boom, pow.
Boom, boom, boom. I do miss in-person therapy though. That I do miss. I haven't had that since, I think, 2019, 2020, before the pandemic. I haven't had an in-person session in years. That I really do miss. So that's one of my goals before the end of the year. I want to try to find me a new therapist and actually hopefully they have the option of in-person sessions, because I really do miss that connection. It's just so different. And when it was virtual, I mean, I still got the assistance that I needed. It's just the vibe was different in person, and I really need that. That helped me more than actually being online or talking on the phone. I hated talking on the phone. I'd rather be looking at you face to face on the computer than talking to you on the phone. I do not like phone sessions. I do not like phone sessions. It's not for me. It's not.
This is so funny. I feel like everything you're saying is like the opposite for me. But you reminded me, I did have a therapist. I couldn't stand that therapist. Well, I didn't like her. She wasn't the fit for me. And I was like, yeah, these sessions are not working. I'd rather in person. But then I got somebody who got me. Like, it felt like I was talking to a friend, kind of. And I enjoyed the sessions with her. The reason why I enjoyed telehealth, and I thought it would be weird to be in person, is because I met you already online. You might be shorter or weirder in person. But it was convenient for me because I work in another state. So trying to rush back to Jersey and more south than I live, it was not going to work for me. So I would have had to give up Saturdays to go to therapy. And even when I did give up Saturdays, it was telehealth. So I could just hop on the line. Before I go to brunch with my girls, I'm just parked outside the restaurant a little bit earlier, get my session in, and be done. So I think it depends on the therapist. It depends on the age. It depends on the connection. It's a lot of, things that go along with it.
Yeah.
So yeah, some things, I agree. Some things it works for, some things it don't work for.
Absolutely.
But can you imagine getting your hair done and your nails done telehealth? That is not going to work.
Hey,
that is not going to work.
What is that? That's basically a tutorial. They walking you through it. That's what it is. YouTube University. That's what it is. That's what it is. TikTok University. That's what it is. Step 1. Step 2.
That's going to take longer than the 5 hours it take to get braids. Like, I can't get the weed it's slipping. No, start over. So frustrating.
No, I can't. I don't have the patience to do my own nails. Absolutely not. I used to have the patience to do my own hair. I do it for me. I don't. And have me in and out the door, please and thank you. Nails and hair. I'm not doing my own. That's definitely not for me.
Not for me either. But yeah, I'm excited about this topic. We have a special guest who's Monie's cousin coming to talk with us about all the things. Monie's going to do the rundown. But yeah, we learned some cool things
We
about
did.
nail and hair, which is why I threw that in here.
So, without further ado, if there's nothing else that you need to say or do, we're going to go into the rundown downtown.
Okay.
All right, so in today's episode, season 5, episode 13, we have the icebreaker. We're going to be playing 2 truths and a lie. Let's see if we really know the best friend vibes. And then heading over into Suite 223, Yaski is going to be giving us some poetry. So make sure you stay tuned in for that. Then heading into the caf, we have my cousin, Jasmine, JRich of JRich Beauty, coming to talk to us about the nails, talking about getting the girlies right, you know, the do's and the don'ts, the ins and the outs of being a nail tech. Then heading on into the door story segment, Yaya and I are going to be discussing the first memory of us getting our nails done, getting them hit, getting those designs, talking about the throwbacks from back in the day, what the nails, what the girlies used to give. And then if you stay tuned all the way until the end, we have the announcement segment. So make sure you stay tuned so you don't miss out on nothing that we have for you. Boom. That's the rundown, y'all. Here we
go. Period. And it is. It is. Yes, I'm excited for this episode. So let's do it.
Let's get it.
It's time to break the ice on the mic. As Monie said in her rundown or our rundown, we are doing 2 truths and a lie. So I think if y'all listen to this podcast, y'all already know how this thing goes. So Monie, you want me to go first or you want to go first?
You go first. You go first.
All right. Let's go. So my first one, I have 4 of Beyonce records on vinyl. Second, I pre-ordered Sir Davis. Third, I have sacred products. So those
you don't have 4 Beyonce albums, 4 vinyls.
I do.
You do? Oh, dang. Yeah. I haven't seen 4. I haven't seen 4, and I know you got sacred products.
Yeah. I didn't pre-order Sir Davis. I wanted to, and I was about to, and then the shipping and the tax, and then I was like, oh, I'll pay it, whatever. But then I realized they're going to be sold at stores. So I want to wait to see if it's sold at the store near me. If not, then I'll order.
Okay. Yeah. So which 4 vinyls do you have?
Well, I have Homecoming. I have Lemonade. I have Renaissance 1 and 2.
I didn't know you had
Act 1 and 2.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I think Homecoming is the second thing I got. I first had Act 1, and that's when my mom surprised me for Christmas with the record player. And I was like, dang, I didn't really want to open this record, but it was so tempting. And then I went to Philly. We went to a record store, and I saw Homecoming. I was like, oh, I gotta get this.
I did not know you bought. I didn't even know you bought it. Went to a record store in Philly. I remember you going to Philly, but I don't know that. See, look at that. Leaving out details of your life. Just leaving them out. Why don't I know that? Yeah. Well, I know now.
That's funny. I had someone over, and they were looking at my records. It's like, okay, we're gonna have to go record shopping because it's just Beyonce. I was like, I know. I got hotels. I got Lauryn Hill. That's like, yeah, but it's a lot of Beyonce. So I bought. What did I buy? I bought Bob Marley, and I showed them the picture. Like, hey, I bought something else that's not Beyonce. But yeah,
gotta get your vinyl. Gotta get your vinyls up. Your vinyl collection up.
Yep. Okay. Let's go.
Are you ready for mine?
It's so much pressure because we're best friends, and it's like I don't want to
get it wrong.
That's what
I'm saying. I'm like, I don't appreciate getting it wrong, but it's cool. All right. Okay. So, before my favorite color was green, it was black. When I was little, I had a tantrum in the store because I couldn't get a Big Bird cup. And when I was 16, I had a roller skating party.
Your favorite color was not black. I was gonna lean to that, but I could see you. I could see little Monie having a tantrum. I would like. I actually love Big Bird. And I think you told me. I don't know what the age was, but you definitely told me you had a skate party. I believe you told me that. So I don't think your color was black.
It
Not
was
your
not
favorite
black.
color.
It was not
Okay.
black. My favorite color was not black. Actually, for a majority of my life, it's been green. I don't know. I honestly don't know what it was before green.
Maybe yellow for Big Bird.
But it was definitely a Big Bird cup. And I only know of that story because my father told me I had a tantrum in the store. It was a cup and a little placemat set with Big Bird, and he ended up breaking down and buying it because that I had in the store. And I have to find a picture, but there's pictures of me that I've seen with my little placemat, my little cup. But I didn't know until my dad told me the story that I had a tantrum, like kicking, screaming tantrum for a picture.
Wow. I love that, having family members that can tell you stories of your past that you can't recollect.
Well,
that was a fun icebreaker, and we're gonna move on to our next segment, which is sweet 2, 2, 3.
3. I didn't know my fingers didn't know numbers for a second. The brain did not. Okay, 2, 2, 3.
Yep. Let's go. So we are now in Sweet 223. If this is your, did I say that right? I don't know. We're in 223.
If this is
yes. First time listening to our podcast, welcome. This is our poetry segment. I am going to be reading a poem from my Tweety Bird book. Monie talking about Baby Bop. Well, she didn't say Baby Bop.
I did not. I said Big Bird.
She said Big Bird. Made me think about this book. So I wanted to pull a poem from here. It's called Who Am I? I am as tall as a tree. I am the air that you breathe. I am as huge as the earth. I am the bling bling in your Benz that you drive on every wind. But my life is not all that pretty, for it is slimy and dirty. Sometimes chickens walk by and tell me I'm going to die. They say that there are only 4 more days in my life. Well, you are as wrong as the sky. Because all of that is nothing but lies. So don't worry about me, because I'm unique. I can see my future. You may smoke. Oh well. Strong is who I am, because that's what I choose. That's me. I am clean and free. So
wait, pause. I didn't want to interrupt you in between your poetry. Did you say chickens walk by and tell me I'ma die?
Yeah. Yes.
Are we talking about chicken heads or cluck cluck bark bark, like actual chickens?
I think I was talking about chicken heads.
All right. So break it down. The year, what age did Unique write this? Where we at? Set the scene.
Okay, so unfortunately, I don't know what year I started to write down my years, but the first journal entry is I mistakenly pulled out my hair while pulling on a seatbelt. Oh no, why didn't more hair grow? And that was May 2003. I even have the hair that I pulled out by mistake, if you're looking at the podcast.
Oh, wow.
Taped inside my notebook. So I must have been like a preteen when I wrote these poems, because the poems are typed. So I probably went back and typed the poems from before that and pasted them into this book, this Tweety Bird notebook. But I think it's funny. I pulled this notebook up some days ago, and I'm like, what the heck was I talking about? Like, I was saying another poem, something about bleeding. I'm like, what the heck? Like, I think I was just writing to make things rhyme, like an amateur poet. So that's why I thought it was funny to see. So if you've heard other segments before, you see the growth, right? Like, I'm just saying anything. And then I have other poems in here. A poem called Girlfriends. So that was based off of the show Girlfriends. I have a poem called Too Fast, Too Furious. I have a poem called Gossip Folks. I think I copied off of Missy Elliott. And I have a poem called So Gone off of Monica. So yeah, this is the poem "Who Am I" that I copied off of you. I guess I was saying, message is, no matter what anybody has to say about me, I am in control of my destiny. Whether you say something negative or anything, you can choose to do what you want to do. I'm gonna follow my own path. That's the message I think I was trying to portray at this young age.
I love that though, because it's just a matter of like being able to look back and be like, I've been doing this for a while. Like, I have a set of poetry. I have a bunch of poems from when I was younger. Still got my old ratted and tatted notebook, and being able to
The pages are
look
falling
back
out.
on it. Being able to look back on it and be like, wow, that was me. Like, that's a great way to be able to go back in time, is actually like look at journals and things that you were writing around that time to understand who you were at that time. Like, that is a great way to like freeze time. To freeze time and go back and look at the art that you created then, or look back at pictures and see how you were then in comparison to who you are now. Like, I love that. And you still out here writing poetry. You still out here living your life regardless of what anybody got to say about it. You knew
Right.
back then.
Yes. And that's why too, like, I try not to show a look, or I don't know, judgment when people get on the mic and they're just starting out, because we all started somewhere. We all, started with just trying to make things rhyme or make things fit and everything, and there's growth. So I'm grateful for the growth that I've had. One thing I would say too is I see a lot of poets, Cloud. He just went and posted 3 pictures of people who he idolized, like poets that he absolutely loved, and he got a chance to witness them live, and also got a chance to take pictures with them. And then Keys said that the poem that she recited on our podcast was actually inspired from another poet who she absolutely loves too. And then when we went to the open mic, the featured poet did the same thing. You notice that one of the poems that Fanta did was basically a spin off of what Keys did, but based off of the same poet that they love. I'm not like that. I don't say, "Oh, this is my favorite poet." I know about Maya Angelou. I know about other people, but I can't spit their rhymes or tell you particular things about their flows. Or if this person was alive, I would just be there. I would be there because they're a known figure, but that's not like, oh my God, that's not my Beyonce. Beyonce is my favorite poet. And she will probably write all of her pieces. But yeah, I don't have like a writing style, but it's just nice to go back to my Tweety Bird notebook and see where I was before and the growth that I was able to have. So I love that for me, and thank you for listening to my silly poem. I probably thought it was dope as heck back in the day.
but that's all that matters though. You wrote it, you thought it was dope, and you still writing dope shit. Period. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Period. So, like you said, to the growth. Now you got me inspired to want to find out where my old ratted and tatted composition notebook is. I'm gonna have to call my father and be like, hey, that box I left at the house? I need you to dig through that for me real quick and find a composition book for me. But yes, thank you for sharing. Right, or brown, I don't know, but it's still around. But yes, thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate you bringing young Yaskis on to Sweet 223.
Yes. And without further ado, we're gonna head on over to our next segment with Monie's. I was gonna say Monie's bestie. I'm the bestie.
You're the bestie. Hello.
With Monie's cousin. Oh my God. Cousin. A very, very, very special episode with her cousin Jasmine, who's going to talk all the things beauty, all the things business, teach us some things that we didn't even know happens or people go through, or her inspiration behind why she started. So we're going to head on over to our Hot Topics segment for this podcast episode.
Oh, look at you. That tea came through.
It did. Thank God.
Let's go. Hey, y'all. What's up? Welcome to the Hot Topic segment. We are now sitting in the caf with another family member coming through to talk to us as a guest. All right. Got my baby cousin in the building. She do the hair, she do the makeup. I heard she do a little creative directing, but today we talking to her about The nails, baby. The nails, the creativity behind the fingers. Welcome. How you doing?
Very good. Blessed. Happy
Amen.
to be on this podcast, supporting my cousin. So congrats to
Yeah.
you
Thank
and your
you.
friend.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Wow. I'm like, we should have Monie's cousins on here all the time. I love the way that you introduce your family.
Let's
So
we're
cute.
gonna say that for later.
So, aside from Moni's introduction of who you are, we like to ask our guests to introduce yourself to our listeners and to me. Who are you?
Well, yeah, I'm Jasmine Richardson on a good day. No, but people know me as JRich. I'm known for a lot of stuff. Like I can't never just dive into one thing. So different people know me for different things. Like how you have different groups of friends for, different reasons. I feel like that's how people know me. So it's hard to just say that I'm one thing because I'm not. I feel like I be all over the place, but for good reasons. Um, I find myself being very talented because a lot of the stuff I do, I like to put my mind to it and, try to work hard and push towards the things I want to accomplish. With that being said, I went to school. Well, I went to Paul Quinn College. Well, first I went to Oakland Technical High School, and I went into the
Hey.
yeah, went into the fashion program, and I think that's when it really started. From there, I had really strict parents, so it was really hard for me growing up to express myself. But when I got to high school and decided to go in the fashion program, I was able to start to become who I really am as a person, and I call myself a creative. I'm just an artistic person. I like to dive into stuff off my imagination and creativity. So
Mm.
that's how I make a living. Like me being able to make stuff, nails, hair, whatever it is, I put my hands on a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's
I
Jasmine.
love that. A creative person, creative jazz.
Mm-hmm.
Rich. J Rich.
Jay
Yes.
Rich.
J Rich with a hand in every pot. She can get into the
No,
money. J
Yes.
yeah,
Rich get into the money.
get to the bag. Yeah.
Yes. How did you become a nail tech? Like, how did you decide that's what you wanted to do? One of the many things that you're doing.
Right.
So I'm a girly girl most of the time, but I do like getting my nails, my hair, all that stuff done. And especially in college, like once I got my little jobs, it was over with. But I decided to move off campus. I had like 2 jobs. Like I thought I was doing it, whatever. Had my own apartment. So I kept my nails and my hair up because I worked at Cheesecake Factory at the time. So it's like that's how you make your money. Like, you gotta look the part. So I was getting my nails done every 2 weeks. Like they knew me. Like when I come in, they know who I am. And it was a specific lady that I went to. I forgot what the nail place is called because I don't care. I would put them on blast. I forgot what the nail place is called in Dallas, Texas. But no, they were cool at first. I was going every 2 weeks, no problem, no problem. And this one particular time, I made an appointment. I called before. I'm like, hey girl, like, I'm coming. It's Friday. I need my nails done for the weekend, whatever. Whatever. She like, okay, come in. I'm gonna take you as soon as you get here. Mind you, I got there like at 4, I wanna say. Yeah, it was like around 3, 4, something like that. The usual. So she was like, oh girl, I'm super backed up, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, okay, well, she like 45 minutes away from the house, so I'm gonna just wait. Fast forward, it's like 6:30. Nelson Lawns closed at 7. So now I'm getting worried, like, okay, is she finna like tell me like she can't do me? Or like what's going on? Cause she wasn't even talking to me. She was like still working on a girl. So I'm literally the only one in there with her. And she asked me, like, okay, what we doing today? What designs? I specifically show her exactly what I want. Now this lady could do anything. So this is how I know she did anything with my nails. I show her the video, whatever, the reference picture. She like, okay, I could do that. Y'all, when my nails was finished, I was in disbelief. Like I was looking at my nails like
Oh my
I was
gosh.
still got the pictures on my phone. I wish I could show y'all, but everybody was into like encapsulation nails with the glitter, and stuff like that, like around 2017, whatever. So that's what I was getting. I always switch my nails up. Easy peasy for her. And they end up being like glow in the dark. I never asked for glow in the dark. It was just tacky all the way around. And I was livid. Like I was livid. I'm a tipper because I worked in the service industry and the beauty industry. So that's just always gonna be me. Whether you do a good or bad job, I'm gonna tip you something on whatever scale you range from. So I still tipped her, but I was literally pissed. Like I felt like she basically played me. Like the lady is she could do nails, but she played me, and I waited like over 2 hours. She didn't give me no discount, and that day I was just so freaking pissed. I woke up, looked at my nails, and was like, "Bro, it just can't be that hard. It can't be that hard." So what I do, I look to the nail supply, not the nail shop, the nail supply. Walking in there like I know what I'm in there for. Don't know nothing about no nails. And a lady who walked up to me, I guess she owned the nail supply, Chinese lady. It's crazy. She actually from California, and she was an instructor at a cosmetology school in California. So that was like everything was like coming like into play. I'm like, okay, this is getting weird, but she was like, I'll show her. She was like, oh yeah, bad job. Like I remember her saying, laughing, and I was like, you think I can do my nails myself? And she was like, yeah, it's not hard. Popping me up. So she's showing me all the things that I need to redo my nails, like the little basic stuff. Why that stuff was like $500? I'm like rethinking.
$500.
Yes, like this is a nail supply. Like this is a nail supply. So I'm talking about from like starting from point A, like the nail file, the drills, the nail tips, the all that. Like I wasn't playing. I was coming there trying to figure out how I'm finna fix this. So I started rethinking. I'm like, is she gonna give me a discount? Da-da-da. She gave me like 10%. I'm like, girl, what's that? So I was like, I have money, and I'm like, if I'm about to spend $500, I'm gonna start doing it myself. So that's what I was thinking about. Like, okay, do my nails myself. I literally started practicing. I think my first set, I literally have like everything like in my phone still because it's just like a good memory. But I remember I was sitting. I was in the kitchen. I was in the kitchen on the stool doing my nails, and it took me like 7 hours. I was over there mad. Like I should just back to the lady. So I did my nails. I literally went to work, and I got so many compliments. Mind you, my nails was like this thick. And it was bright orange. I remember everything. And I was like, wow, like people really like my nails. So I'm like, okay. So I did another set. It took me the same amount of time because I'm still learning, whatever. And then I had like real cool friends, like all different type of friends at work. And it was like, oh, who did your nails? I'm like, me. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, you let me practice on you? They're like, yeah. So they start coming to my house because I used to always in the service industry, like once you get off work, you're trying to go get a drink and all that stuff, but you trying to go home too. So they used to always come over my house or I go over their house after work to get a drink. So we would just be chilling, whatever. I'd be doing their nails for free. And then I just started charging people. Once I started feeling like I was like, I'm like, okay, that's enough for free. Like I'm gonna start charging y'all. So I start charging like people. Like I'm talking about some change like $15, $20. I ain't even really need it. Whatever's like gas money. Yeah, like the rest is history. Like once I got there, I think my mama had came out and I was having like little financial troubles at the college I was going to. Because college is expensive.
Oh, we know.
I literally transitioned from being a marketing major to a nail tech because I ended up going to nail school. Pay everything up front. Thanks to my mama for helping me. Shout out to my mama.
And auntie.
And my cousins. Love y'all. And I literally finished nail school within like 9 months. And like my mom was on my butt like, you better finish and all this stuff. She just wanted me to like go back to like a JC or something, but I was like, nah, I'm going to nail school or whatever. And I used to drive like an hour and some.
That's commitment.
One way. So literally like a 3-hour commute every day for like I was full time. And yeah, that's how I became a nail tech.
From a bad experience, you was like, you know what? I need to fix this. Let me
Wait.
So you paid the $500 that night?
For the supplies?
With the 10% discount?
Mm-hmm. The lady literally like she could sell some stuff because I know all her business before I left, and it just made me feel like I knew her. And I was like, you know what? Okay, because she was like, then after that, you could go to nail school, and she was putting all this stuff in my head. I'm like, lady, look, this lady just did my nails wrong. I'm trying to figure out how I could fix it. That's how I went in there. But I mean, something had to drive me to go to like the actual nail supply and not, the actual nail shop. You get what I'm saying? Like something within that. So I feel like I'm a firm believer in everything happens for a reason. So I feel like God knew like it was time for me to do something for myself because I was working 2 jobs in college. Like I didn't have really no time to do nothing, and I was still trying to have a social life, and I was wow. I was I was wow. So I was like, nope, we finna cut all this off. We finna have you do something different. So yeah, that's one little milestone in my life, being a nail tech.
I love that story because, typically people are following after somebody else's footsteps, or I always wanted to do this since I was a little girl, but from somebody else's error, you saw I could do this by myself or and probably even better. So
Yeah.
that's a really good story that you just shared with us. Unexpected. I did
Right.
not expect that at all.
Because I did not see myself being a nail tech. Actually, like when I was like younger, I really thought I was just gonna be like a beauty influencer. But then like my parents shut that down because once they found out I had Facebook and stuff like that, they was like, nah. They took my laptop and everything. They was not.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I didn't have a phone till like sophomore year, freshman, sophomore year, something like that. And I pretty much had to share with my brother. So that was out the window. That kind of crushed my dreams because we probably be rich right now, cousin. Like, for real.
We can still get that though. And hey, we ain't got no time.
So long, but
I'll be a hand model.
something needs to shake. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So for some people who are listening and don't know what it means to be a nail tech, how would you define your role as a nail tech?
I feel like it starts off with who you are as a person. You have to, in the beauty industry is pretty much all just customer service, and being respectful and, being kind to others because that's how it starts. Because some people, you could be the rawest nail tech, hairstylist, whatever the case may be, but if you have a nasty attitude or, your customer service is not good, you are not going to be booked and busy. People will literally come that one time, probably won't even pay you, and that's the last time you're going to see them. And that really counts because in the beauty industry, like you make your own schedule. You make your own hours. So it's like you're really playing with yourself if you don't take that serious. That's like the first thing I would say that people see, your personality and like how respectful you are as a person, how you carry yourself. The money always going to be there, honestly. Like that's not nothing. The beauty industry, like, it's never going to die. Like it's never
Yeah.
going to die. Whether people broke or rich, it don't matter. No, seriously, we're in inflation and you would think like people will be at home chilling and stuff looking ugly. No, they still got their
Yeah.
they still got their routines every 2 weeks. They in there. People be hitting my phone up and stuff, and I'm like, okay, because you just told me you need a new tire, but you
But I also need these bills.
so like I'm not mad. Give me some money, but yeah, I just feel like I really think it's just based off your personality. How committed you are. Because like I said, if you're not committed and if you don't take your own business serious, nobody's not going to take you serious either. So that's how I just define myself. It took a minute, because when you making your own money with your own rules, it hit different because it's like, oh, I just said that and I got $200 like that. Like it's like a mindset.
Yeah.
Thing. Like you think it's like, okay, it's sweet. But you really like if you want longevity in your business, you really have to take it serious as if, somebody else is over you. But it's really you.
Say that. Come
That's
on.
so real. The whole thing about customer service, because I've had people work on my nails. They're on the phone the whole time or having like side conversations the whole time and never said how was my day or anything like interacting with me. And it does play with the tip that I give them. And then me wanting to come back where Amy, I go to her all the time. Anytime I need tips, hey Amy, like I'll wait for you. If it's an hour, whatever, I'll wait because she actually communicates with me. She probably don't even know my name, but she makes me feel welcome. She makes me feel like I'm VIP when I walk into the salon. So that's very, very real, what you just said.
Yeah, experience is everything. I went and got when I first moved to New York, and I was like, "Oh, let me go try out this little shop. Let me go get my nails done, get my feet hit." I hated that place. I ain't never went back. I was uncomfortable in my seat. The decor was cute, but the lady that did my feet, if I like, she was digging too deep. She know how to use her tools. It was just like y'all got this place looking so nice and pristine, but the customer service not giving what the place looked like. It was just, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, absolutely not. And then she painted my toes wrong. I was like, oh no, no
Yeah.
tip, no, please stop. Just stop what you're doing. Please, I'm going somewhere else. Please stop what you're doing.
Yeah, connections are a big deal, and we're also therapists in a sense. I like to read people, especially that come in my space and all that stuff, because you just never know. And I pray, because like I said, you just never know. Some people become with all type of stuff, but
Yeah.
I used to have a booking site, and it works. Having a booking site, it works. It's not for everybody, but I had it for most of the years of my business. I've been in business, period, since 2019. The last year, I want to say last year and a half, something like that. I just took my booking site off, mainly because it was getting expensive, and I wanted to find a different one. But now I have people like contact me, and I consult with them through DM, and then we do a FaceTime consultation and then book an appointment. And I haven't put a booking site up because of that, because I feel like it has opened up more of a relationship as to get
Mm.
to know them and what service they actually want. Um, which also open doors, so they feel connected. If they like, we could FaceTime. They be like, "Girl, look at my hair." Da, da, da. I'm like, okay, this is what we can do, make them feel safe before they even come and see me in person, because like
Mm-hmm.
booking sites and stuff, you ain't never seen their face before ever. You like, hold on, I don't even know what this person looks like before I pull up to them. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I just feel like connections and customer service is everything.
Yeah, absolutely. I never even thought about that. Like having people booking on a booking site, but not even thinking like you don't even know who about to walk up in your spot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I never
That's
thought
it
about
with
that.
me when I book for services for people. I mean, to go get my own services done, like makeup, hair, whatever. I had thought about it one time. Like, first of all, no, she had what is it? What is it when they work from home? Whatever. She was like an in-home stylist. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's not really my cup of tea sometimes. So sometimes it just be too much. Like I had a certain experience, and I was like, okay, like no, this is not it. But I think I was on my way to get my service done, and it just clicked to me while I was driving. I'm like, I'm gonna pull up at somebody's house. I don't even know what they look like. Nah,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
sometimes
No.
like for real. Like you just never
Right.
know what you're walking into. So I just feel like it makes them feel safe, and
Mm-hmm.
more closer to their stylists. It's how you keep, people coming in your business and stuff. And it's like creating a family in a sense.
Right.
Keep them
So
coming back.
That's definitely true because since we're on the hair tip,
yeah.
I'm not confident about my hair. I have alopecia and a whole bunch of stuff that's going on. So I don't know if it was booksy or something, but I booked my appointment to get a trim, deep conditioner, and everything. And I put the note because it asks you about your hair, whatever the case may be, and I put that. When I went into the salon and I sat down with the lady prior to sitting in the chair, she was talking to me. She said, "Oh yeah, you have alopecia, and you have this and this, and your hair's about 3 or 4 inches." I'm like, you really took the time to, get to know me and then say like all the concerns and look into my hair and everything, opposed to styles that you go in their seat, they don't care, they try their best to make your hair look like what they can. So I was like, yeah, all the details do matter. I'm agreeing with Simone said and but Jasmine, but on the other side of it, as a customer, all those things is not for waste. So going back to nails, so you said you mentioned a lot. So the customer service and then the education portion of it, the spending money, your own money to start up and you practice on your friends and everything like that. Actually being in the world of nail tech, what are some things that aside from the customer service that's encompassing? So like maybe dealing with the client specifically or how you manage the care of the nails, like what all may come with that.
You're not gonna know everything once you first start. That's the game. That's the game. Like, as you grow into what you're doing, the more experience you are, the more wisdom you have about what you're doing. So when I first started out, it was like, okay, like I'm on social media, like I have these openings for this day. Come and get your nails done. I'm like, come in. I'm like, hey, how you doing? They come and sit down. I have everything prepped up for them. You know,
Hmm.
so they know I'm serious. I don't want them to come in and my stuff is half ass and they like looking around. Cause some people walk out. Some people like, oh, never mind. I'm sorry. Some people don't care. If they don't feel, comfort, when they come,
Hmm.
to know, like, you know what you're doing, that's a wrap. And I don't blame
That's
people,
real.
especially nowadays, people be money hungry. Like, just never know. The good thing about being a nail tech though is, we're face to face while I'm doing your nails. So if you don't say nothing, it's going to get awkward every time. Like, it's like you in my face, I'm in your face. We breathing down each other's throat pretty much. Like, who are you?
Mhm.
Like it's like I'm just not like that. Like I'm not finna just like, okay, turn music on, do your nails. I do give clients the freedom to not say nothing, and that gives me like, okay, they just not talkative. I'm like, oh, okay, what you want to listen to? I still try to make them feel comfortable, but like I
Yeah.
to read my clients when they come in my space. That's how I
Mhm.
feel comfortable as a stylist as well. Asking them questions that I need to ask for me to feel safe in my own space and knowing that
Mhm.
they okay with what I'm doing. And also just to protect myself and stuff like that. I'm a therapist, a nail tech. I
Mhm.
feed the clients. I'm pretty much like a mama, like a nail.
So just to pull a little bit more, because I remember when we were at Clark University, and this hairstylist came in and she said people will get their weave done and have it in for like 3 months, 4 months, or whatever, never wash it. And she had a client come in and had bugs and spiders in her hair. So do you ever have somebody come to you and their nails are raggedy, like unhealthy or whatever, and they're making requests for certain things, designs, whatever the case may be, and you have to tell them the truth about their nails or decline them services because of whatever they're coming to you with?
All the time, like
Okay.
all the time, especially okay, so I think this is so funny. I had a lot of clients that like smoke weed and stuff like that, but when they come to the chair, they be lying like, "Oh, I don't smoke." When you a nail tech, you can smell literally everything that come off the nail when you drill it. So every time somebody come in and
Wow.
smoking and stuff, like it's you drilling it off. So like the dust is like a powder, like you can smell it. And I be looking at them like, girl, why is you lying? Like, you was just
That's
smoking in the car because like that's not good to us because we all, as a nail tech, it's really harmful chemical wise. Like it's really harmful. That's why you're supposed to wear masks and stuff like that. People just don't, but you get taught that in school, like because you can get cancer like that with all
mm,
the powder and stuff like coming into your bloodstream through your nose and stuff like that. So yeah, people be lying and stuff. I'm like, girl, why you lying? I'm a nail tech. I went to school for this. Like, I could smell this. Like, I don't care. I'm not gonna give you no whooping. Like, I'm not your mama, but it's just like I don't want to smell it. You know what I mean, and stuff like that. Or I had clients come to me like, okay, I need a new set, and I'm like, all right, give me your hands. They give me their hands. I'm like, you ripped your nails off? No. You
uh
just see the detriment in the nails when they get ripped off compared to them being soaked off because it's gonna be ridges in your nails every time. I probably say like maybe 60 to 70% of clients in general, anybody can relate. That's the nail tech. Like they're gonna lie about ripping their nails off, and it causes detriment. So like they tell us in like nail school if it's too detrimental and the ridges are like and going into the nail bed, like into the skin, to the flesh,
ooh,
we cannot service you because if you get a fungus or anything like that, who you gonna blame?
yeah.
Us. And who
Right.
you gonna go to? You're gonna have to go to an actual doctor to take care of that because we can't diagnose you. We're only a nail tech. We're a technician. We're not the ones to diagnose you. We're not a doctor. So yeah, like it be a
Oh,
different type of stuff. I can't even remember the craziest one. I I I did have a client, no shade, no tea, because I'm probably gonna tell people to watch this, but she literally only got overlays. And I literally was educating her, like, okay, she like getting her nails done a lot. She would come like every 3 weeks. Okay, no problem. But she would do like different nail shapes like coffin, square, whatever. And instead of getting a tip over it as an overlay, it's just the powder. So I'm able to create any type of shape you want. But the thing is, when it's time for a soak off, using acetone. Acetone eat your nails up over time,
mhm.
especially natural nails. That's why a lot of people like to get tips, protect their nails, things like that. And I was educating her the whole time, like, okay, well, you want to change the shape or you want to go shorter? We're using your actual nails, so we're gonna have to soak this off. So we did a lot of soak offs, or she'll break one. we had to take the whole set off, start over, whatever. And eventually it started eating up her nails. And she had texted me or something, was like, I end up banging my nail, this, that, and the third. I'm like, okay, well, come in, looked at it, and she was like, I know I banged it, but they look really thin. I'm like, well, I've been telling you, since you've been coming to me, the acetone do eat your nails up. And I told her what to do as far as getting a nail hardener, putting it
Mm-hmm.
over your nails and things like that. But when people don't listen, you can only do so much. Yeah, you can keep coming to me, but like, I mean, I told you, I told you the aftercare, you know what I mean? And so like she eventually stopped coming to me, because she said like 2 or 3 of her nails broke, and she cried, like she cried. And it was just like,
Told you.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, like, which one me cry with you? Like, I told you what the outcome was gonna be, and she kind of like put it on me, whatever. Now she goes somewhere else to get her nails done. I'm like, it's gonna be the same thing every time. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like the nail shops, the chop shops is not gonna help. They're like, I worked at a chop shop before, and what they do, they have you on a time crunch. That's why people be moving around with their head cut off, trying to get you in, doing 2 others at the same time, because they're there on a time crunch. I had a schedule when I worked at a chop shop. I worked from, I think, like 9 a.m. to like 10 almost every day.
PM.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
And literally, I saw all my clients like back to back to back, from nails, pedicure, nails, pedicure, nails, pedicure. She'd be able to do a pedicure in like 20 minutes, the deluxe pedicure in like 30, nail manicure in about 20 minutes, deluxe manicure 25 to 30 minutes. Nothing over. Any nail designs that's going to be extra, and they have to be added to the bottom of the list because that's something extra if they call it in. Yeah, it's like that. Like they don't care. They don't care about your nails and stuff like that. So I feel like people also don't take it into consideration when people are giving valid information. That's a private anything, and they have
Mm-hmm.
business. They should take. They should take it and run with it, because when you go back to the public places, they not finna educate you. They just gonna be like, oh, okay, well, they don't care if they see you or not. Somebody else gonna come in. So
That was crazy just listening to you as you described it. I've been in a place like that before, not even understanding like that's what was happening. It just seemed like, oh, they're busy today.
Yeah.
They on the time crunch. That's how it is. It's like, it's basically like a regular 9 to 5 or a 12-hour shift, because I was working 10 to 12-hour shifts. And the thing is, you get a base pay and then you get commission.
Mm.
Commission and your tips. Commission was so low though. Like, commission was pretty much like based off how many packages, and pretty much like, I would say packages, and how much products you sell.
Mm.
Yeah. And then
Wow.
other than that, it'd be like your tips you make, and that's it.
Wow.
Wow.
I'm just having so many flashbacks while I'm sitting here. Like I remember one time it was my birthday and the lady ruined my nails and I wanted to cry so badly. Another lady ended up doing them. She had the acrylic on my actual skin. It wasn't the shape that I wanted or anything. And I only started going to that salon because I liked their designs. They could do practically any design, but the care and the health of the nail, they didn't care at all. And then so I started going back to Amy, and even Amy knew. She was like, "Who do your nail? This is messy." So she took one off and she did one. And she showed me the comparison. I said, "I know I wasn't tripping. Like I knew that something was going wrong with the service that I got at this nail salon, which, like you just said, it's just they're getting you in a chair, they're talking on the phone, they just getting through that 20-25 minute and pushing you out to get the next customer in. And they treated me like crap. I was like telling them this isn't what I want. They were like, "Well, you can go," and then they wouldn't give me my money back. I'm like, "I can't go because you got my money."
Right.
It was the worst day before my birthday ever. I can't. So horrible.
Yeah.
So Momi did have a question. She wanted to know the journey about getting your own studio
Oh,
because you do
yes.
all the things.
Oh, that is a journey. I've been through so many sweets, but all in all, I thank God for even putting me in a position like that. Because some people, they never get a chance to be in a suite. They working from home and things like that. And I started off working from home. Like, I worked from home, I want to say my first 2 years. My first 2 years, I had an at-home office, and then I was like, you know what? I kind of want to elevate. I had a couple of friends in the beauty industry as well. They were telling me about some spaces, and I was like, okay, well, if you're over there, I'll go over there. So I started off with like a booth. Didn't like the booth. I didn't really like the owner, and how she was carrying her business and things like that. So from me being at a booth, I ended up finding another place. Me and one of my friends, Maya, she's a hairstylist in Dallas. Me and her was really like teamed up for a while, and she would get a booth, I would get a suite, just so we could have some type of support and things like
Mhm.
that to keep going. Because the beauty industry is hard. Like people are hard on us. It's really hard trying to maintain just having clients and trying to get money. Like honestly, like it comes with its ups and downs, like for sure. It's been times I think like after the second place, which was like my own full suite, I was just like, I don't think I'm ready. You gotta make sure like the money is matching. What you're taking on, because just because you're making a certain amount of money, you still have to think about what you have to pay for. You still have to pay for supplies, a place to service clients, incentives for clients, whether that be, having snacks or doing discounts and stuff. All that stuff takes time and money. And if you
Mhm.
don't have like a layout for your business, like you're gonna drown. But it's not the end of the world either. I had ups and downs, and I think when I first finally got my first suite, I pulled out after a couple months because I personally was just like, I still got to pay my own rent where where I live my head. You know what I mean? Like I love y'all and stuff, but like I don't want to be sitting up here in an empty suite and I can't. I don't know how I'm gonna pay my rent at home. So I went back home
Mhm.
and I start working from home again. The people who gonna support you, they always gonna be there. It don't matter. Like that's why always say like attitude and personality is important. That's first and foremost, because if you have that, it don't matter where you go. If people like your techniques, they like your attitude, they like how you make them feel, and they're comfortable around you, they gonna follow you. I've literally lived in so many areas in Dallas, and it's people that I serviced in 2020 that came back, and I went home, like a year ago, 2 years ago, whatever, for a whole year, and I came back, and I'm still able to keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm grateful for that. But yeah, as far as the sweets, you have your ups and downs, but you literally have to just gotta have that mindset. You gotta have that business mindset to where like sometimes you gotta take L's, and when you take those L's, just try to turn them into W's every time. Like
Come on.
you gotta strategize. You really gotta strategize, and it do get tough. Like I had breakdowns, I cried, and everything in between. But you just gotta have faith, and always come up with another plan. I think I'm probably on my fifth suite. I didn't want to be that far, that far into having that many suites, because I had set a goal for myself. But things happen in everyday life too. I planned on having a storefront somewhere in 2024. 2024 came like this blink of an eye after COVID. Everybody like, what the hell?
No, for real.
No, for real. Took everybody money and ran and everything else. So when I came back, I stayed at home. I actually went home in 2020, and then 2022 until 2023, I stayed for a year for unforeseen circumstances that happened to me. And that just gave me a time to like, try to come up with another plan, which I did. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't how I laid it out, but I still made something happen. I still made something shake. And when I was in California, I had to do what I had to do. I got 295s. 295s, and I was still doing hair on the side, renting out a shop. So I say, just because you take an L don't mean you gotta live, in that era forever.
Yeah.
You gotta still push through somehow, some way, and still, believe that, you could do what you need to do. 2023, I think August, at the end of August, first week of September, I came back to Texas with a plan and a couple bands.
Come on, say it up them bands.
A
JRich with the
plan and a
shmoney.
couple bands.
Okay.
Yeah, and I still be taking L's. Like I don't. Who wants to display, their L's and stuff like that? But that just
Yeah.
comes with it. When I came out here, stuff was good, stuff was bad. The plan that I had didn't come out exactly how I wanted to, but like at the end of the day, just got to make something shake. I had to downsize because something else came along the way. And I got to prioritize. But yeah, I'm forever grateful to be doing what I'm doing. So that's on never giving up.
Absolutely. I commend you. I commend you for pressing forward, persevering, and not giving up on yourself, knowing that you have a dream, you have an idea that you want to execute, and you're not giving up on that. Even with going back home. Ain't nothing wrong with a reset. You know what I'm saying? You had that reset. You had some time to save some money. You still invested into what you really wanted to do. And then you found a way back. And then you still getting it done. You still found a way to do what you do. You still even got clients from way back when who are, you didn't came back and now they're still rocking with you. They like, where you been? I've been lost without you. Like Robin Thicke, I'm lost without you, baby. So no, I'm really, really, really am proud of you. And with the consistency of what you're trying to do within the beauty industry, whether it's hair, makeup, nails, and anything else that you are starting to venture into, do the damn thing. Yeah, we don't give up over here. All right, not an option.
But at least we don't know what that is.
So we have a couple more questions. One really good one is so you said all the things that makes a good nail tech, a good service provider, but what makes a good client?
Hate me. They finna hate me. I feel like it's the same thing. I feel like personality is just everything. Like me personally, just don't come with no baggage. I know everybody different, everybody weird. That's what people say because everybody's so different. This, that, and the third. I don't even care. That's not even. Just be a good person. Just be a good person. Just when you come in, just had, that mindset like, okay, I'm gonna come in and get a service. The person's gonna be, doing my service is also gonna be kind hearted and good. Because like I said, you never know what people have their own agendas. People come in with their own tactics. Some people come in thinking like off rip, I'm not gonna pay for this style. I'm gonna walk out at the end of this stuff.
Oh no, yeah.
You just never know. So I just love people that just have good hearts that come in. I don't want to keep saying weird because at the end of the day, everybody different. But just come in with a good attitude, not out to get me. Secretly out to get me. Come with no baggage. I just like people who just come in with a good heart. We could
vibe. Good energy.
Good energy, good vibes, especially when y'all be booking them long little styles and sets. We need all the energy we gonna get. I need your vibes. Let's get it done. I love a good tipper. You know what I'm saying? I love a good tipper, that recognize, that I did a good job and things like that. And really just coming to see what I'm about. I love when people be like, oh, I found you on Instagram, I found you on TikTok. I literally just had a FaceTime consultation yesterday with somebody from Germany. Crazy.
Wow.
Yes. I was like, what the heck? She found me on TikTok and I literally made the TikTok like a month, maybe 2 months ago. It's only 20 followers on there. So she was like, yeah, it was just something. I just kept looking at your page. I found like so many other people, but I just kept going back to your page. And I'm like, oh, wow. That's crazy. And so we had a FaceTime consultation yesterday and everything went good. And I like stuff like that, still giving people a chance regardless of the numbers and stuff like that. Because now, since we had the FaceTime consultation, she's comfortable based off my personality. I'm comfortable based off her personality. And now, when she come and get her service done, it's going to be nothing but good vibes.
Right. Come on.
I love that.
Yeah. So as long as you got good vibes, good money, we good over here.
Yes.
For real.
I don't know why. I don't know what movie it was, but when Tiana Taylor was like, Marvin or whatever, I'm imagining somebody coming. Yeah, Byron. And somebody coming. I never saw it, but I'm imagining somebody coming all disorganized and making it a hassle for you to be able to do their service, maybe their kids, maybe their boyfriends, stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that will get on my nerves.
No, I've been in situations like that, honestly, where people done brought their kids, or it was just just doing stuff that didn't even ask me coming into my space, and it makes me real uncomfortable. Not saying I'm scary or anything, but it's just like I just don't like being uncomfortable in my space when I have to provide something for somebody else, because then it really it messes up like the whole thing, you know. Kind of it kind of knocks you off game because now you're thinking about other stuff that could potentially happen. Like it was been a time where I had to service somebody and they brought all 5 of their kids. Like, girl, I'm overstimulated. Like your kids asking me for crackers in my face, asking where the bathroom at, asking me to use my phone, all this stuff.
Yo, phone.
That's a lot.
Do your hair for real. Like you came to get your hair done. Like where the babysitter at?
Right. Because
Like
You the
I bring it
babysitter
up
too.
because
yeah,
right.
I don't get paid that much.
I bring it up because I've
Sitting
been in
at home.
salons. I've been in salons and nail spas and different things, and they have the sign that says "No
No
children" if
kids.
you're
Yeah.
even barbershops if they're not being serviced. So that makes sense. It does throw you off. Like imagining you with the flat iron or the drill. That's
Anything,
dangerous for the
chemicals.
children too. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't even know
Yeah.
why people be trying it. That's why I be saying come with good vibes. Like, you know, you did not discuss nothing with me about no kids in that text message. I don't know why you brought them kids to my shop.
That's why they didn't, because they knew you was about to be like, "Don't bring them kids."
Right.
They is not playing fair this year.
Well, so our final question is the pros and cons of having your business or any lessons learned. I feel like you hit on that, but I want to ask you, is there anything else that you want to share regarding the businesses that you have?
No, just
Yes, dust your
I
shoulder off.
the pros and cons. What should I start off with? Cons or pros?
Whichever one, girl, go ahead. Your pick.
You can go back and forth.
Juggling thing.
I'll start off with cons just to get it out the way. Number one is just the con is you can't really tell nobody your business idea because you never know, um, how they really feel about you, and nobody's going to see the vision like you.
Mhm.
All the time and effort that you put in there, that's for you to see, so you can keep pushing forward. When you start putting people in your business and things like that and expecting people to come through for you and they don't, like that's gonna be a letdown. So that's a con I had to learn, because I know when I first started out and I was trying to get the support I needed, whether that was like financially or just like mentally, just need people around me and stuff like that. People be hating. People do be hating. Like it don't matter if it's family or not. Like people be
Mhm.
hating because they like, oh, you could do this, and it's been stuff that they've been sitting on for years and years and years, and they haven't done. But they see you trying to, make a way out of no way, and now it's a problem. So like that's just a con. Like thinking that you got people in your corner, you don't, and that's not everybody. Some people are supportive of others, but I have come to find out that strangers are a lot more supportive than family. When I first was becoming a business owner, it's a hard pill to swallow, because the first thing you want to do is call your family members, or have them do something or come out, or you want to share it, what you got going on with your family, and it's just like you're not getting the same support. That could be kind of hurtful, in a sense, when you see a stranger that just saw you on the street and was like, oh, I'm finna come to you next week, and they really do, and you like, dang, I just asked my sister to come through and she telling me she don't know. Like,
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
kind of weighs down on you, another con would probably be like, well, this one is like a neutral. I would just say investing, because every investment is not gonna give you a return.
Mhm.
At least not right away. Or, it's just hard to like really see the return, because everybody want the return right then and there, but you really got to trust the process. So that's like a neutral one, because sometimes you might take a L right then and there, but then 2 years later you got a double on the return that you invested
Mhm.
2 years before. So that's always the thing. People not paying, that could be, a con. I had a couple of people try to play me within my business, or, oh, I thought you said you was doing this for free, or I thought I was getting a discount. Yes, that's my
You
exact
thought.
here. Yeah, they be trying it
Wow,
just because they know this is your business and you don't have a hire, you don't have an HR,
that's
to where
crazy.
like, oh, I'm finna report you. You don't have that. So it's
So
like,
that makes sense. I'm sorry to cut you off. Why some stylists have you pay half before you get here and then
Mm-hmm.
finish the rest off? Because
mm,
I'm just thinking about me. I pay. Even if I don't like it, I may tip less, but I pay. So that's sad that people actually do that.
Yeah,
That's messed up.
just based off them knowing that it's only you. You know, you the CEO pretty much like of your business.
Yeah.
They don't really have nowhere to run. Even if you got a lawyer or whatever,
Mhm.
stuff like that. It's just, you know, like it takes long. It's a longer process when it's just you. You know, if you don't have a team, that could be a con because you know you stress yourself out in the process of trying to come up. It take
Mhm.
longer because you know now you stressing out. Your mental is not where it's at, and things like that. That could also be a con.
Those are some good cons.
Right.
Not good, like in a right there.
Like they're not positives, but
Yeah, they're not
they're
positive,
good. They're good
but
for the con list.
right. And it's also a crossover too. Like we're talking about cosmetology and everything, but I'm sure people who are listening may have experienced that themselves. Like I'm thinking about some people in the poetry world who always tell their friends about these different events that's going on, but their family and everybody weren't there until they blew up numbers wise on Instagram. Now they're like, oh, that's my cousin or that's this person, but you never came to no event that I ever had. So even though yes, you're talking about owning your business and things like that, but it fluctuates. Everything that you're saying, it fluctuates. Paying for things, maybe I may not have a business, but you're like, oh, I'm proud of you. I'll reposting me on Facebook and everything, but you never helped pay for anything that I was doing in high school or when I asked you for support, you were never there, but you're so proud of me. So everything is like I said, crossing over. I'm sure relatable for people that's listening to you.
multiple industries.
That's good that you said that too, because now that I think about it, like people be pocket watching. Like that's the kind because like
Yep.
there's been times where I've been down, like or I had to use my last for something because the clients just wasn't coming in and things like that, or I had to take care of something outside of my business to where it maxed me out or something like that. And then you got people calling you on the phone talking about big money, this big money, that, and all this stuff. And I'm like,
Yeah.
man, the money is
Right.
it's like, why are you watching me? And it's like, I get it because of who I am and I'm trying to come up and stuff like that. But everything don't be what it seems sometimes. And it's like,
Mhm.
people don't know that they only going off what they know. Oh, she posted another set today. That's probably like another $125 off one person. And she got 4 more she just posted. You know, like, it's not always that.
Everything that glitters ain't gold. You over there looking, thinking the grass greener on this side. You don't know what's going on over here.
Right.
Couple of
No clue, no idea. And then you're gonna try to call me and ask me for some money. I ain't got the money. What you calling me
A couple
for?
of patches over here.
Yeah, a couple of patches. Go ahead, clean it up. You go mow the lawn a little bit.
Oh my God.
Add some fertilizer. Want it.
Fertilizer at that.
Right.
Yeah, people be pocket watching, but moving
What's
on
some
to pros.
pros? Yeah.
Some pros. It's just like I could literally like go to sleep tonight and I could get a text in the morning. Like I said, the beauty industry is it's a nice business to have because it's like money always gonna be there regardless. It don't matter the circumstance. It don't matter if we're in a recession. Like it's gonna always be there. There's so many things you can pull from in the beauty industry. Like I even sell I still sell products, but I slowed down. Like I haven't like sold anything else. But I went from like doing hair, took a break, sold products, sold out of my products like 3 times. Like it's so much you can venture into. Now people doing ebooks like and stuff like that, just recording themselves doing the style on somebody and selling it, and people are buying it, you know, because they
Oh
don't want
wow.
they don't want to go get their hair done or their nails done. They want to just do it themselves and save them $100 by buying a $20 ebook from somebody. And
Wow.
it's new. It's like a new era now, like 2023, 2024. People are on ebooks. I even thought about it, but I'm just like, I got to do what works for me at the end of the day. Like, I'm not a money hungry person. Like, if it's for me, it's going to come, you know, like if I get a sign, I might take the chance, but I just don't be following like after everybody because what works for one person might not work for you. But, you know, you get to set your own schedule. You know what money coming in and what money coming out. You don't got nobody playing in your face. You don't have to ask for sick days.
Mhm.
Always elevate when you're ready. You know, you don't have to unless you're partnered with somebody. But when it's your own business, like you have the final say on what you want to do, how you want to go about it, what services you want to do. If you want to switch it up, like I did, Like I went from doing nails to hair, and I used to say all the time, like ask my mom, I'm never doing hair, and she used to get mad because my mom is a cosmetologist. She a beautician hair
Aw.
to this day, and I used to make her mad because I'm like, because she know I'm good at hair. Like I remember I was like 5, 6, braiding my own hair and stuff like that in the mirror and stuff.
Aw.
And I used to just, she didn't think I used to be playing, but I used to be dead serious. Like I'm never doing no hair with the same look on my face. Like I'm never doing hair. Like what? Because I used to stay in the shop all the time, literally all the time.
Mm.
I never used to see me, family, friends, none of that. Guess where I'm at? If they call, I'm in the shop with my mom all the time. Like my whole middle school, high school situation, literally after school in that hair shop. If I wouldn't get my hair done, in that hair shop.
Aw.
Folding towels, doing the little towels, doing the little sweeping up for $5 and all that. I had to go through the whole era. So I was like,
Started from the bottom.
Now she is.
I'm like,
Yeah.
not
Now
doing
she
hair.
doing hair.
Not doing hair, and now I'm up here doing hair, and it's crazy because like I mean it's just come easy because I guess like my mom just had me in that environment for so long. It's just like I do it with my eyes closed.
Mm.
Not everything though. I specialize in natural hair, just because that's what I had to deal with mostly. I never really
Mm.
had to wear extensions, thank God. And even when I did wear extensions, like I just never been big on extensions because it's like a give or take type of thing. It literally could damage your hair if you know use it too much. You know,
Mhm.
everything in moderation. But yeah, switching up your your career, your lane, just being diverse. That's a pro. Being able to do pretty much anything. You can make something up, add it to your business, and sell it.
True.
You really can.
No, really. Like I could go make something up tomorrow. Somebody go buy it. I'm telling you, if you
Mhm.
know how to sell something, if you know how to sell something like them dudes at the car wash and stuff, you trying to sell you anything. Yes, money talks. Money talks for real. I feel like that's the biggest pro, honestly. And like you making your schedule, you could literally do anything you want to do. If you want to go take a trip every other week with your money, you can do that.
That's true.
You can go to events, networking events. You can. It's so many connections when you have your own business. I'm pretty sure y'all can relate too. Like it's a lot that come with it. A lot of free stuff. You ain't got to worry about.
Mhm.
You always plugged in somewhere, somehow, somebody know you. It was like many celebrities.
I love it. So you definitely gave an array of cons, which I think will, if people know how to navigate it, they can turn those into some pros for themselves. And
Mhm.
then the pros that you gave were really good pros too. Flexibility, being your own boss, doing whatever you want to do, switching it up, and not having to report to anybody. That's the biggest one. Like not
Right.
having to get approval for vacation days or counting your days, whatever day you want, you can
Just
do
look
it.
at
Right. Just
here.
block out your calendar. I'm
Right?
not free.
Yep. Yeah, I love that.
Look in the
But I
mirror.
don't have any.
Stuff.
Right, right. Talking to yourself like Issa Rae. when she became a boss.
Yeah.
But I don't have any other questions. Moni, do you have any more questions?
I do not, but honey, baby girl, before we let you go, you gotta let the people know where they can find you, whether that's website, TikTok, Instagram, all of that. Let them
The new
know.
TikTok.
Right.
So I'm JRich. I'm located in Dallas, Texas. I specialize in natural hair, locks, braid extensions, weave extensions, anything of that sort. My Instagram is JRich Beauty with 2 Y's. You can find me on TikTok as JRich Beauty with 1 Y. I don't have a website right now, so we can get to know each other. So just tap in by DM. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Period. And we will put that in the description
Yes.
for the episode.
Yes.
Yes. Thank you so much. This was enriching. I enjoyed this
Right.
conversation.
Yes, enriching with JRich.
Period.
I like that.
Little TikTok.
Yes.
Thank
All
y'all for
right.
having me on here.
Thank you for
Of
being
course.
here.
Fun.
Bye. Here we go, yo. Here we go, yo. So what's the scenario? In today's dorm story segment, Yaya and I will be talking about back in the day when we used to get our nails done. The very first time we got our nails done, the popular nail styles that we liked, okay? Because getting our nails done is not like how it is now, okay? I mean, nails artistically, they're still a thing, right? But the styles that we had then are not the styles that we have now. So, ma'am, let them know, what's the very first memory of getting your nails done?
My very first memory was going to a nail salon. Dang, you ever start talking and then other flashbacks come back to, like, dang, that might be earlier. Shoot, well, I guess I'll go with that. My mom doing my nails. She would paint my nails inside the house. But I mean, I was thinking nails done like at a salon. My mom taking me to go to the nail salon with her, and being really tiny, having like less than an inch of nail for the people to even paint. But for me, I can't remember what color I got. If I got a little sticker, because it wouldn't be designs on my nail, it would be like stickers that they'll paint over with the clear, that you get to pick from the page on my nails. But I loved my mom so much. I thought she was like the most pretty person in the world. I remember like getting my hair done. If it didn't look like my mom, I would cry. So the same thing about my nails, I would want the same thing on my, like how my mom hands look, I would want my hands to look. But they had to explain to me that these are little girl nails. Oh, they're pretty. Like my mom would hype me up, like, oh, they're so pretty. So that I will still leap out feeling. I wouldn't cry at the age. I would leap out feeling excited, like my mom thinks they're pretty. So yeah, like just sitting in a nail chair by my mom and getting my nails done. That's my first memory, aside from stuff that happened in the house.
For me, I can think back as early as, I want to say, middle school, because I wasn't allowed to get my nails done until the age of 16. Like, they were like, you're not going to the nail shop, sitting down to get your nails done. You're not old enough. You ain't grown. So you're going to have to wait for that experience. So I really wanted my nails done. So I was introduced to them press-ons for my 8th grade graduation. We went to Walmart, I got my little French tip set, and I learned how to go ahead and size up to make sure, like, all right, and then putting the little stickies on the back and sticking them on my fingers, trying to get my nails all right. Mind you, I don't think I did a very good job, okay? Because
you said 16?
This was 8th grade when I did the press-ons.
Okay.
So, because my mom wanted to take pictures of me, so I had to make sure I had to hide some of my fingers so I could, like, I think the thumb was a little too big. I think the pinky might have been a little too small. I had to take my sweet little time to learn how to make my nails look a little cute. But when I did turn 16, my first experience at the nail salon, I was actually a little nervous because I didn't know what I wanted, and the only thing that I could think of was like, well, let me just go ahead and get French tips because that's all I really know. So I went, and honestly, the first time I got my nails done, I did not like it. I thought they were too wide because by then I didn't really know like what shape I would like. I think I got square. I felt like it made my nails look too big. It just looked weird to me. So I was kind of embarrassed to show off the first time I went and got my nails done. I went and got them for my 16th birthday, and I was like,
Aww.
I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling this at all. I do not like my nails. I had to get used to figuring out like what style and shape fits for me. So I've gone through all the shapes. I've gone through all the shapes until I realized coffin is my style. Okay, it's not almond, it's not square, it's not the stiletto, it's not super long. There's a nice medium-sized coffin, and it's meant for me. Okay, like what I got right now. This is Monie. This is my go-to right here. Y'all looking? Nice coffin size. That's me. I can still do things. They're not too long. Like that's what I like.
Yes.
Have you ever experimented?
So you're bringing up, well, my experiment. So what I just shared about my first time going to get my nails done, they were my nails. Like the person literally just painted a little girl's fingernails. Like whatever my mom did at home, they did in the salon just so I could feel like I had mommy daughter time. They weren't like cutting cuticles. They weren't doing all that other stuff because my mom too, like you said, your parent. That's like everything has an age too. Even my eyebrows, I never got that done until it was time for senior pictures, and that's because my friend at that time was pressing like, you should get him, and I called my mom for permission. But yeah, I never had like I never knew what press-ons were. I would just see like nails in the street, like, oh my god, people's nails fall off, because I was gross. The same way we talked about sex, like how sex scared me. The fact that people's nails could come off was like gross to me. Like, ew, that's scary. Like, why is your nail on the ground? So my experimentation was me and Raven. You know how people will have the mail labels, like the stickers that go in the envelopes.
Yes.
Me and Raven would color the mail labels and cut them and put them on our fingernails at our mom's jobs and like my auntie job, and be like, oh, we got our nails done, which of course you can't touch nothing because it's sticker. Like,
right.
So we would put the little stickers. Like those were our press-ons. That. But yeah, press-ons. I didn't experiment with those until my 30s, did I have in my late 20s? Recently, like this past year, when we went to Jamaica and everything else, I never had press-ons. But before that, my first actual set, like real cutting my cuticles, all that other stuff, was was it middle school? I think middle school I got like my cuticles cut, but then after that, my sweet 16 was the first time I ever had a set of nails. And I was like, oh, this is uncomfortable. Like, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. A pretty, like how they make it on movies and stuff. You're sitting there getting your nails done, enjoying it. No, I'm like, oh, like, don't cut me out. You're pricking at me and everything. And then, you know how the nail has to adjust and like bind to your finger? It's like, oh, it's so tight. Oh, this is uncomfortable. And they're like, it's just, that's how it is. It's going to give it some time. And I remember my mom looking at me like, beauty is pain, right? And I was like, oh my God. This is a lot. But I do remember, I don't know if it was, I think my sweet 16, I got French, same as you, French tips. And then my next time that I got my nails done, the popular thing was marble. Like that, I hear the girls at school talk about French tips. I hear them talk about marble. So they will do the marble design on my nails. Yeah, those are the things that I can remember. But it was not comfortable. Even to this day when I get them, I don't like it. The lady be like, relax. I'm like, I don't like this, girl. And then even when I do that, I be like, see, I'm relaxed now. Like, I'm doing good, right? Like, yeah, you're still scared. I'm like, I know I'm scared.
Yo, I remember in college, because before college, I would always just get like a regular acrylic nails. It wasn't until college where I was introduced to gel. I've never gone back. I've never gone back ever since I learned that gel was better and lasted longer for my nails. I was like, why didn't I know about this? Why didn't I know that gel was a thing? Even though it cost a little bit more, but like at this point in my life, I would never go back. I would never go back to having to sit under the dryer waiting for my nails to dry, waiting for my feet to dry with the little fan. Yes. No, gel all the way. Just go that little 2 minutes under the little light.
Remember
and they done and ready
that?
To go, so you don't bump it and get like you mess up your nails. You wasn't under the fan long enough. You had to get the little dryer spray on your nails.
That's what I was gonna say. Remember the spray? Oh man!
They would come by, tap your nails, see if they were dry, and they would spray it, and I would still end up bumping my nail and being pissed that I had messed it up. I was like, now I gotta go get my nail fixed. I gotta go pay $3 to get this one nail fixed. Like, I just left the shop. Luckily, I had like great nail techs back in the day. Like, they wouldn't charge me for that one look. They're like, you got to be careful. You messed your nail. I know. I know you told me to be careful. But one thing I do remember, my dad took me to this one spot, they were known for their designs. I would go there and I would just let them experiment on my nails. I used to get like tiger stripes. So tiger stripes is basically like back and forth nail design. So either you get the like a white nail and do back and forth with the black, so it looks like
Zebra.
tiger or zebra. I would do it with orange and black. One time I got my nails painted red and I had fire on them. Like I would let him just experiment and do whatever he wanted to do with my nails, and felt so cute with just all these different types of designs. And then when I really got into, I'd be like, all right, let me do one. It started with, let me just get one design on my ring finger. Let me start it off like that. Then it went to like, let me get a design on 2 fingers. Girl, only because it wasn't that expensive back in the day. Like getting a whole hand with designs. Like I miss a full set for $20.
Ooh.
I would never be able to get a full set for $20. Where? What? And they do a great job.
A pedicure is more than $20, so and that's not with design, so you ain't getting that.
Right, girl. A nice spa pedicure with gel polish, like $40. $40. And then it's a little extra if I want them to get the scrubbing. Yes, get the callus. I want a smooth foot. Like, and then some shops started charging for the shape. I was like, what? You gonna charge me per finger? You gonna charge me per finger to shape my nails? Some shops do that. Some shops don't charge for shaping, but some shops charge for shaping. One shop was so expensive. The shop was nice, and I was like, oh, let me go try it out. I didn't know why they were so expensive. Then I quickly found out that they literally charge you for everything. There were certain polishes they were charging extra for. They were charging for the nail shape. They were charging they were charging per finger for design. It was girl. I was like, wow. That's why y'all are so expensive.
I learned when your nails are longer, they charge for the longer length. They also charge if you use more than 2 or more than 3 colors, then that's an extra charge because they gotta keep changing the colors. It's $5 to cut down. At least where I go, it's $5 to cut down. If you change your shape, it's not per nail, but I think it's like $5 to change the shape. It's a la carte. But I remember being like back in middle school, high school, just seeing all the designs and things that people would get and being excited to be old enough to get those things too. Because like we said earlier, my mom was not letting me get those things. So one design that I'm still stuck, I don't know if it was a design or a thing, because once I say it, it's like, you ain't designer, you just did it. One thing I looked forward to getting was when they would cut the money and put it in your nail. I wanted that so badly. Like, it looked like a French tip, but it's the dollar, like a piece of the dollar on top of your nail, and no one can do it. I'm like, forget the government real quick. Like, can you just do it? I'm not gonna show nobody. I just want it for me. And for me is important too, because just how you said, like the designs and everything. Sometimes I'll show something that I get off of Instagram, or I will say like, I have a weird idea. Can you do this kind of thing? Like, I even used to buy the nails, like colors and everything, and do my own nails, do my little cousin nail. One time she had a sleepover, I did their pedicures and their hands and stuff. The best that I could do at that age. But it just makes me feel really good to have my nails done. And actually like the design. Like, yes, I love art. I'm a girly girl to the core. But just like, I don't know what it is. It just makes me feel happy about having my nails done. Whatever the design, as long as I like it, as long as I can still, like, there's still functionality. And I think that's the reason why, like, right now I'm like, I want nails so badly again. Because I want, like, there's some designs that I really want. But the fact that I can put on my own necklace, the fact that I can, like, button my shirts without issues and stuff like that. Like, I live by myself. I don't live with a boo thing that's not coming yet, that's not here yet, but I feel like God got it set up for us to be coupled up, because some dresses I can't wear to work because I can't zip it up.
I can't zip it up.
I be stuck with the same necklace whenever my nails are done. I be stuck with the same necklace because I can't get it off, can't get it on, and most of the time it's not my nameplate, because my nameplate is real, but I don't like to shower with it because it gets tangled in the washcloth and stuff. But yeah, that's the only downside of nails. It doesn't matter the length of the nail. I just cannot configure my necklace. And then like sometimes the length is really good, but I'd be like, can you just cut it down a little bit? Because typing it gets hard. I still like to use my finger and not the nail. Especially when the nail's like a little bit like ready to come off. I like to type with my finger. Texting changes, the way I text, like whether they're on and off changes. The way I can wash my hair, like, but it's just like a sense of satisfaction. And I talk like.
I always know that if the length is too long, and when they do it, as long as I can make a fist, because you never know. As long as I can make a fist, we good to go. So if it pokes the middle of my hand, I'm like a little shorter, and I go like this, we good. Let's go ahead. That's how I know the right length. I have to be able to make a fist. If I can't make a fist, they too long.
I used to do that, but my hands are so tiny. So like my fist is with my regular nail. So adding a nail, it's like I know what my nail fist is. It's not the same as my regular fist. But it's because again, with certain lengths, certain designs require a certain length. So there's been so many times where I've said, I want this design. You say your nail is too short. Your nail bed is too short. Find something else. Or we could just try this instead. And I'm like, dang, all right, I want to cut it down so badly, but I want the design. All right, I'll get it next time, then I'll cut it next time. All right, kind of thing. But I love my nail ladies. I love, how they know who I am when I come into the shop. We talked a little bit earlier with your cousin about a lot of things I made for this new thing of looking good for Instagram and taking photos and everything like that. I think one shop that you mentioned, was that the shop by my house that you went to?
That I didn't like?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't talking about that one. It was actually one from back home. But yeah, there's been a few that I went to that I didn't like.
So I stopped going to my usual spot because it's in a different city. So I started going to the one that was closer to where I used to live. It was walking. If I want to walk, it's walking distance. The parking is free parking or whatever the case may be. And they know how to do all the designs. If one person don't know, the next person knows. So I started going there, but I noticed that they don't care about the health of your nail. They just in there on the phone doing whatever. Some people talk, I guess, if they know you for coming all the time. But I'm passed from chair to chair to different people or whatever the case may be. And they didn't care like about the health of my design. They just cared about what the finished product looked like, if that. Like I said earlier, the acrylic was all on my finger. When I went back to Amy, I was like, sorry, Amy, for cheating on you, but I'm back, girl. She was like, oh, well, look at this. Look at what I did and look at what she did. This is not okay. And I was like, I knew it wasn't okay. But they were not like, I gave them my money. I needed my change, but they weren't giving me my whole money back. They were only trying to give me what they wanted to give me back. I was so frustrated. Like, yes, you can do the designs. Yes, you can do all that. But how do my hands look under? Is there fungus? Are my nails chipping and bleeding and all that other stuff that's going on under there? I'd rather go to Amy, who's going to say, I can't do this or I can't do this because of this, whatever. The same way your cousin was saying, like, I can't keep putting acetone on it because of this, or I can't, like, you get this one last time. And I heard Amy tell a lady, because the lady was scared to get her nails taken off because it's not comfortable getting your nails taken off. And she was like, I'm not doing, after this set, I'm not doing a new set on this. You need to take it off. I'm not doing a refill. Sorry, you need to take it off and get a new set because this is not okay. And sometimes they'll take off the polish and stuff and let you see what it looks like under that. Because we only see, again, the finished product, the beauty of it, but the health of it all matters. Like,
it does.
This is your nail bed, which is what I was going to say. Before, I used to be a gel. This is gel, but I used to be gel on hands, gel on feet too. But the way that they use the drill to get the polish off your nails, my nerves are so sensitive, and I'm like, I don't like that. And now my nail is stronger now, but just the drilling and how my toe and everything feels is not healthy. And I've heard people say too that's not healthy. So they be like, drill. I'm like, nope. Go back to the old days where y'all used to scrub like that. That's what you're gonna do to my nails. You're not drilling. So I just get regular polish. And I'm good.
Yeah, shout out to the great nail techs all around the world who let you know what they will and will not do, making sure your nails are healthy, letting you know when it's time for a new set. The ones that always come through with the design, the ones that ain't afraid to try something new. I appreciate y'all. I be like, show you a picture, and then it look better than a picture.
Yes.
Like, yes, you done hooked me up, girl. Thank you. Promise you, because when I first moved to New York, I saw this chick's nails, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, your nails look so nice." After she told me where she went, and I saw the distance from work and home. I've been going there ever since. I've been in New York for almost 3 years now. That's my spot. That is where I go to all the time to get my nails done. Always hooking it up. Unless I move, I'm gonna keep going there. It's working.
Yes.
It's working for
Loyalty.
me. Loyalty. I've had these nails on for 3 weeks now. But I'm about to go get a fill. Exactly. And now I'm about to go get a fill. My nails I've never had a broken nail going to them. Never had a broken nail. So
that's what's up.
Exactly. So shout out to my shop.
Do you have anything else you want to let the people know?
No, that's nails? It. I just have to give that shout out to the great nail techs all around. Yes. They be showing up and showing out. And sometimes you gotta pop out and okay.
This was fun. I like talking about nails.
I do. Ooh. See, now I can't wait to get my nails done today. Nice little spa day. Pedicure and nails. Do them at the same time.
Yes.
All right, girl. Well, with that being said, we're going to head on over into the community news.
Yes.
A little ASMR.
Oh, my God.
It's time for announcements. It's time for announcements. It's time for announcements. It's time for announcements. Do a little dance. Make a little love. Get down tonight. That's what was playing in my head. Hey. I don't know why. I love a good throwback jam. But if you are here, you have made it to the end of this here episode of Truth Carpet. Thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. We're always appreciative of those that continue all the way to the community news. So first up, we have to make sure that we thank our guests. So shout out to my cousin Jasmine, Miss JRich of JRich Beauty. Thank you so much for coming through and talking nails, talking beauty, talking about customer service, teaching us, all right, telling us your story. It was great having you on. Thank you so much. Continue growing, continue glowing, and doing what you're doing and being about your business. Period.
And we are in the lovely month of September when the weather is trippy, it's hot, it's chilly, but we're here. And our prompt of the month is, what is a travel related goal that you would like to achieve within the next year or next year? Let us know. Are you trying to go to another destination, whether international, whether domestic? Are you trying to go from your home to the gym? What is your travel goal? Let us know. And that's the prompt of the month for September 2024. That's my goal.
Not traveling to the gym.
Shoot. For
I
real.
thought you was going to say a road trip. She's talking about driving to the gym.
Walking to the gym, driving, running, making it. That's a destination goal.
Oh my gosh. Anywho, make sure y'all are following us on social media. That is Instagram. That is on YouTube. And make sure you are subscribing to our podcast on all social media platforms. Because if you made it this far, you like it, listening to us, right? Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to follow us also and subscribe. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. All right. So then every time there's a new episode, bing, you get a notification. That's Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. There are other streaming platforms that I didn't even know about, but we on those too. So make sure you follow and subscribe and tell the next guy. Because they need to follow us. Or a gal. Yes. Next guy, but guy rhymed.
Yeah. And if you love the content, or if you don't, leave a review. Let us know what you like about us, what you love about us. Let us know what you would like to hear us talk about, or if you want, or you know somebody who may want to be on our podcast as a poetry guest, real poetry, no like silly little poems from back in the day. Like we want spit fire on our podcast.
That's for us.
Yeah, that's for us, because I don't want to keep doing the same poems over and over again. You know. Leave a review, whether it's on our YouTube page, our Instagram page, or our website. Let us know what you think, what you feel, all those things. Text and DMs are cool too, but people can't see those, so it helps with our following. if you leave a review. And then so people can also know, oh, maybe I would like that based off of this comment that this person left. And we also have a website, which I mentioned too, which is loveloud.com. That's love loud with 2Ds.com. If you don't get that, that's LOVELOUD.com. Follow us, visit our website.
Don't forget the second D.
Yeah, some people like, oh, what's your story? Or like, dang, y'all been friends that long? All that about us and everything is on our website.
Yes.
Our merch. Shit, I'm sorry to drop stuff.
Don't drop that. That's the best tea mug.
Our bestie mug, our apparel, all that stuff. Our books are on our website. So don't be too shy to shop.
Right,
and that is it.
Yes, that is it. Oh, yes, that is it for this here episode.
And Monica go get her nails done.
Right, go get my nails done, my feet done, my spots day, my pet day. I can't wait. So next episode, I'm gonna have new nails.
Yes.
All right, y'all. Until next time, we back in y'all ears.
Until next time. Peace out.
Y'all hear from us in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Stay black.
2 weeks. Stay proud. Bam, bam, bam. Bye bye.
I almost forgot about that until you said, see y'all in 2 weeks. I was like, oh, I forgot we got to end then.
Yep. We out of here.
Bye.